How's it going, all you mechanical maniacs? Welcome back to Rot2Rad. Yes, I'm your host, Hurst Quayzar, here in my garage of Quayzar's Customs. And oh, you noticed the green Cuda is gone. She's built, so she's actually out back. So can I go out that way? No, I can't. So she's out on this side. So we took the green Cuda, or the blue Cuda that I had over here, put it back into the parking area, and whipped out, put this green Cuda out here. So I like the green out here. It just kind of gives it a good splash of color. So yeah, I just figured I'd put it out here. Last week we had this bad boy right here. This Escapade, Bolt Escapade, Mark IV. Kind of looks like an old Caprice. An older, like 90s Caprice. So, yeah, we've got that. We had it built purple. We went purple with a teal underneath. And for the most part, you guys liked it. I think we did I don't know, it was like a 3 or 4 yes to a 1 sell. And, yeah, so I get to put this bad boy in my garage, in my parking area. We're going to move you to the parking area. All right. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope your day is going well. I hope this video is finding you all happy and healthy. I have been contemplating about doing some stuff to the warehouse over there. Just haven't done it yet. I just haven't done it. But to the main feature of the video. What we do is we go out to the junkyard and we grab something that's rotten. We bring it back into here and we build it into something radical. Now, most of the cars out here, have you seen, most of the cars we've displayed on the series. So, the green Cuda was actually an extra car that we found out in the junkyard. I figured, hey, why not? We'll fix it up. So that's our goal right now, is to go out in the junkyard. We should find something. We want to find something that's under 150,000 miles. We want to try and find something we haven't done before, which has been extremely hard to do because we've well over 200 episodes now. So we try to do that. Any car we do find, we don't paint the original color. And then at the end of it all, you guys vote on whether I save it or if I sell it, right? Okay, so that's the way it is. And let's go hit the junkyard, shall we? All right, let's go. All right, my little piece of heaven out here. The junkyard. Okay, we have got a classic Mustang here. 238,000 miles. I don't want to do that. We've got ourselves an Aston Martin. Vantage. I think we've done a Vantage before. But we may have to come back and take a look at it. I don't know. A GTX we've done. This is the Ford Crown Victoria. So this is basically like one of the cars that we just got done doing episode before last. Plymouth Roadrunner at 153. A Beamer, Lit Edition. Man, a lot of these we've already done. So this might not be what we want to do here. An R33. We have not done an R33. A Nismo 400R. We have not done one of these. I think this is going to be our winner chicken dinner right there. All right, we'll look. Charger, we've done 2000. That's 2000. This Elante Caloop, best car to buy and sell in the game by far to make money off of. Let's see, the DR Blaze. This is the drag racing version. What the DR stands for, I believe. Another Mustang, an LX. Did we do the LX before? I don't know if we did the LX or not. The Vanilla Truck, 187. No, we don't want to do that. Volkswagen Art. We have not done one of these either. Interesting. I have not done one of these. It's a Volkswagen. Interesting. Looks like the wheels, whatever wheels he has on it right here, that is about, okay, so we have found the R33 and we found the Volkswagen. We've done the van. So we've got a couple of great options here. It looks like the Torino back there. Yeah, we've done that. Cab. Eclipse, or a Talon, is an Eagle Talon. Alright. Big old caddy looking Luxor Bowen at 143 road cruiser. Man, that would be... For vanilla car, we've got a lot of options out here. I am like kind of torn as to which ones to do. But I do know that, you know, in my rules, I go with the lowest one. So, and the lowest one just so happens to be the Volkswagen. Volkswagen's got like 9,000 miles, right? The Volkswagen's got like 9,000 miles. It's a grocery getter. This is R33, 93,000 miles. I'll never find this again, probably. I will never find this again. So I'm tempted just to buy it and keep it for like the next Rot2Rad, not even go out to the junkyard. We just have like a double buy this time around, and let's just do one and the other. I could do a double buy. Just fix them, one this week, one next week. So I think that's what I'm going to do, because I tell you what, what's the price tag on this thing? $5 grand. Oh my gosh, that is a steal. Okay, let me go get the R33. I think this is what we're gonna do. Seems the way out, we don't have a project car. And I don't see one out here that do, outside that Luxor Bowen. We are going to buy the R33. What's the price tag on that? It's a little pricey. Jesus. We'll get both these cars, and we'll work on one this week and one next week. What do you think? All right? Okay, so we won't be searching the junkyard next week. So, all right, let's head to the garage. All right. Take a look at the lot we have out here. So this is my R33. We're going to leave it for right now. This is what I'm going to end up doing now. Next week, we'll still go out in the junkyard. If we find something better, we'll build it. If we don't find anything better, we'll build this. How's that? All right, let's strip you all down. So yeah, this is the first time I have seen this car. Junkyard or otherwise. I know I subscribed to it quite some time ago, but I'm surprised it's just now showing up. Holy cow. Yeah, she's in pretty bad shape here. So I don't know how well this thing's going to go together. Let's go ahead and rip the interior out of here. Okay. Okay, no. All right. Front wheel drive. Okay. Let's get the car washed. Let's go ahead and get this thing cleaned up really well. This car is what color was it? Oh, is this mauve yellow color? It's a mauve yellow color. Wow. That you can see right through there. Okay, so most of that gets cleaned up. Okay. So mauve yellow color. I'm not keen on the mauve yellow color, so yeah. Let's see here. Oh, that looks like there might be, yep, front fender. Take that off. Is there another one over here? No, there is not. Okay, so let's sell off all the garbage I have here. There we go. Let's go ahead and get the body fixed up on this. $1,000, sure. I'll spend $1,000 on it. All right, even though it's a nice color, I'm looking at wheels and tires here, and it looks like this size wheel and tire is probably going to be, well, it's a front-wheel drive car, so probably have to go with a square setup. I'm not entirely happy with the wheels, although these types of wheels do seem very, very popular. do seem very popular. So we're going to see what we can do here. The whole front end is going to be a mess. Oh, what's this? Okay, that's off there, so we get rid of that. We're cleaned up pretty good. Let's go ahead and do something with the interior here. Okay, we're going to get that. Hang on. A couple of those, and we're just going to get a basic steering wheel. How's that? Interiors. M8 bench. Get 2 of these buckets. Let's clear the search and take a look at the steering wheel. Something like this has like this type of a steering wheel in it. So we're gonna go with this is what we did last week, wasn't it? I think so. We'll go ahead and buy that. Okay. There we go. Now, let's take a look to see how that looks on the interior. Yeah, it looks pretty good in the interior. I like that. Let's take this license plate off. Alright. Sell off all my parts. There we go. Alright, I'm going to throw this thing in the air, and I'm going to start working on the rear suspension. And then I'm just going to take it all apart. I'm going to grab all the new parts and pieces, get it all painted up. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do as far as a paint scheme for this yet. So this will be going into it blind right now. So, alright, I'm going to do this, and then we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Alright, so my rules state that I can't paint the car itself, the color that it came in, so it's yellow. But I can do the underneath. So that's exactly where I'm going with this. That doesn't look like it turned out the way it should have been. Hang on. Let's take this back off. Let's take this back over to the paint booth. Something's amiss with that. Okay, let's go there. Yeah, that's why it's like that. There we go. Let's go with that. Everything fully paintable. Yeah, now it should be okay now. It looked a little dirty, like I didn't get it in there right. But let's try this out. So this is kind of a bright yellow. This is the yellow that I would use normally on the springs. So I kind of just put it to the whole system back here, whole rear suspension itself. So figured I'd go with that. Now I know that the bushings are black, and I was going to kind of look a little bumblebee-ish back here. So instead of going black with the shock absorbers, I decided to go white. Hopefully it'll break up some of the black and stuff. The wheel hubs, I usually go black. I'm going to keep them yellow. And these I'm going to keep... this might have been a little too much yellow for me. I don't know. Let's see how this turns out here. Okay, so the spring caps, anything that's chromed, I went with a 90% chrome. And my springs, I went with a bright, this is like a reddish orange color. So I decided to go with that. Chromed out that bar and the links. There we go. No wheels thought of as of yet. I do have an idea. So I will be floating that idea in my head as I'm continuing on with this build. Because I will tell you this much. Every time I start to build, I've got this idea. I've got this vision of how I want it to look, right? And then by the time I get to the paint booth, it changes. So more times than not, I will change my mind a couple of times before I hit the paint booth. So I'm not even going to bother telling you what color I'm thinking about painting it now until we get there. All right, so far so good. Everything everything looks like it's going together well. The colors are matching up pretty good. This rear suspension piece here, I always question whether I should chrome it or not. I think it'd be a little too much chrome. What do you guys think? I think it'd be a little bit too much chrome for this back here, but I mean, I don't know. Growing up, I thought you can never have too much chrome, right? You can never have too much chrome. Chrome was always nice. I liked it on the engine compartment. I kept hearing the guys tell me it's a bad idea. It retains heat, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, well, it looks good. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Okay, so that is, nope. I gotta get this on. Bar. The wheel and tire combo shouldn't show up there until after we get this done, but that's okay. That reddish orange really pops in there. Holy cow, that really pops really well. What do I have left in here? It is the brakes for the front. Okay. And as you can tell, I'll put the fuel tank in. Man, that fuel tank is really low. Exhaust system. And then now it's time to tear this all apart. Now, to do this, I'm going to tear this front end apart and take the engine out. So I'll be back to repair part of this in a few minutes. Okay? All right, stick around. Okay, let's see what we can get done with the front end here. As I was taking it apart, I did notice that there was a few things a little off on this. Like your steering rack is back here, but the tie rods are up here. Just little things like that. So I'm thinking at some point in my week, I guess, I've got to tear this thing apart. I've got to, I've got to fix it. I got to make sure it goes together right. So I may end up making my own edit of this. I think that's what I might do. I think it'll be, I'm looking at maybe a V8 rear wheel drive powered one. I'm thinking that would be perfect. Okay, I need a couple of these B-links. I didn't know I needed them until now. So we're going to grab those B-links and paint them because they need to be painted. And get this finished up here. All right, and we need the B. Right. So let's grab a couple of the B-links. Link 2. There we go. Now let's paint these bad boys up. Where's my B-links? There we are. Now these you just throw in here, paint everything, go with a chrome plated. Exactly what I do. They turn out really nice. Now this is a full-on chrome. You don't, you can't change the depthness of it. Like if you go over here, you can't. There's nothing you change. You can change it all you want to, but it's not going to work. So yeah, you have to go a different route if you wanted to do it that way. If you notice, I did do most of the under engine compartment except for this fan right here. Can I? Okay, so it's not going to give me. Gave me the shroud, didn't give me the fan. So fan housing B. It would be that fan right there. There we go. Oh, I gotta get it from the engine bay. All right. Well, we've got it in hand, so that's a good thing. All right. Go ahead again with the black. The black bushing. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I was looking around thinking, I would like to fix this. The problem is, so if you've watched any of my videos on how to do the cars or do the edits, do the configs, how to upload files, blah, 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 you will know right off the bat that if you, oh, Jesus, that's not. Let's buy another one of those because that's just toast. That's toast. Oh, wait a minute. I got 2 more of these stupid things. Okay. Get rid of those. Get it outside. What was I saying? Okay. Yeah, what the heck was I saying? Don't you hate when you do that? I mean, come on. You got to match this up to Chrome. Gotta go over here, everything, and then go to Chrome plated. Boom, done. So that's done. I don't remember what the heck I was mentioning. Oh. So this particular vehicle right here, this config. If I said, oh, the drive shaft's way off on it, and I've got to fix that, and I go into the car editor, find this config, and edit that config, right? Yeah, it'll be fixed until you relog back in. And when you relog back in, it's checking. Steam's going to check to see if you've got anything different, and if it is, it's going to change it. Those config files are going to be changed. They're there for a reason. That way, any of the modders can upload updated versions of the mod. And once they do the updated versions of the mod, then those updated versions come directly to you. You don't have to keep going out after all these updates. And I tell you what, it's a pain in the ass to try and do that. I mean, I run several different games on my channel, and I think the hardest one for me to keep up on is my garage, just because I've got so many mods in it, and they're like all over the place too. It's not like it's from one particular location, which would have been great, but there's so many talented modders out there that it just comes all over the place. So it just doesn't matter. It's hard to keep up. All right, we've got the installation of the front end done. We have the motor, but we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and do okay, let's see. Fresh import. Where's my Volkswagen? Oh, there it is. It's down there. It's that crazy mauve color. Okay, is there only one set of parts? Appears so. All right, so want each of all these. Inventory. All right, let's start loading this thing up. This is turning into being a nice looking vehicle. It's a grocery getter. Yes, I get it. But it's going to be a fast grocery getter. Well, as fast as I can get, as fast as I can put into the motor. How's that? I'm going to plan on putting every performance part in it. And we'll see. And headlights. Everything else. Body's 92%. What are we missing? I'm thinking license plate. Front and rear license plate. I really don't care for the license plate up front. We'll go ahead and grab the Ohio license plate. Yep, I bought a few more. I bought a few more while in between episodes. I had to, man. I was down to only a few. Okay, so we've got that. All right, we are going to go build the engine, figure out what I want to put as far as wheels on this thing. We'll be back in a few minutes, all right? Okay, stay tuned. All right, well, to give it a little bit of spice, I decided to go with this orange-ish color that I used on the springs. I don't have any springs up front, so I figured I'd use this. So, yeah. Why not, right? Right. All right. We've got the engine out here. We'll go ahead and stick that in there, the engine stand. And yes, I got the right one. Thank goodness. All right. So that's how it looks like in there. It's very tight. Yeah, not a whole lot of room in there. All right. For the wheels and tires, well, let's go ahead and get the transmission set up here. We'll go ahead and just get a regular gearbox here. We've got that drive shaft, which is yellow. Drives it there. I should paint it the same color. Now for the exhaust manifold up top. All right. Wheels and tires. Well, I decided to go with this right here. These right here. So this is like a 6 or what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spoke or something. Very similar to what I have over on the VW over here. This is a 5 spoke over here. So I thought, well, it's kind of a more of a modern car. More of the modern cars have more spokes in them. So I figured, why not? We'll just keep with that. So it does give it a nice look to it, I think. So yeah, those are the wheels we're going to go with. We'll drop it down. We'll put the... we kept the stock size of the wheels and tires. Square setup all the way around. 245, 45, 18s. Didn't really do anything crazy with that. It already sat nice on those types, that size wheel, so I wasn't going to mess with a good thing. All right, as far as you are concerned, I need an exhaust manifold. I am in the engine bay. There we go. All right, one exhaust manifold. All right, was that? Hang on. Yep, that's this one. It's black. I'm surprised it's black. Usually it's chrome. I don't care because you're gonna barely see it anyway. Oh, yeah, you're not gonna see it at all. Actually, look at this. You got the exhaust cover. You're not going to see it anyway. All right. We have everything intact, I believe. 100% all the way around. Body, parts, 99%. What am I missing here? Starter. Oh, starter. Okay. Should be able to put that in up here. Yep. All right. One starter installed. Okay. So now I've got everything done. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it over to the test path. I'm going to get the wheels and headlights aligned, and then I will meet you guys in the paint booth. All right? Be there in a few. All right, so I had a couple options I was thinking as far as the painting was concerned. First and foremost was white. So I thought it was just a very classy looking color, and this thing looks like it's a hot rod. It looks fast just sitting here, right? Then I thought maybe a silver in the yellow. Make this into a metallic. Lighten it up a little bit. Maybe a silver in the yellow. I thought that looked pretty good. But ultimately, it's October. Let's go orange. Yeah, baby. That is electrifying right there. A metallic orange. And it looks like the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That's exactly what it looks like. So that's what we're going to do. I don't think we have any liveries. Nope, we do not. So that is the color we're going to paint it, is the orange. Now, it was a toss-up with the white. The white did look good. The silver probably would have looked really good with a red underneath it. And that was something I was going to go with, too, was a red underneath with a white or a black or a silver on the outside. I thought that would look really good. I don't think... Oh, I do have an ECU. Okay, so I've got an ECU. I've got a tune. Yep, that's what I figure. ECUs are always a pain in the butt to do. Okay, 2, 4. Uh-oh, got it. Boom. 16%. All right, we are tuned. All right. Let's see what we can get. 214 factory. Whew, 406 horsepower. Right over the D rating for drag racing. Wow. Right over the D rating. 359 pounds of torque, 406. Yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Put you right out there at the entrance. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our first VW. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Arton? It's a 2024. I don't even remember seeing these in the States. But that is a kick-ass station wagon right there. It just actually looks really cool. And something like this, I really need to get my hands on and make it into a rear-wheel drive dragster. That would be cool. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below of the build. Is it a keeper? Do I save it or do I sell it? Let me know down below. And I will talk with you all next week, and we'll decide on the 33 over here. All right? Okay. Take care. Hurst Quayzar saying goodnight, and I'm out.